Hi. Hello. It is me, your creative weird makeup artist pal, Cat Sketch, to bring you guys the best of my 2004 products. One of them is like a lip hack that I use because a lot of people, they seem to ask me where I got my lips done, and just like my hair, it's homemade. I just say it's homemade. These aren't like syringed. I don't get my hair done. It's all homemade. So while we do the makeup today, I am telling you all of the good stuff that I deem good. My skin type is dry, very textured, sun damaged, redness, round, oily eyelids. It's so dry that I get cracks on the side of my mouth and it ain't cute. So my first favorite is this with this. This is the Milk Hydrogrip. e.l.f. has a very affordable one. I have that too. This is the dupe, the Power Grip from e.l.f. They're both green, they're sticky and tacky and do the job for my water-based, dewy, light to medium coverage, natural-ish foundations. This went so viral on TikTok. Rest in peace, TikTok. I don't know if it's gonna come with us throughout the whole new year, but they have different ones now that you need to try. They have like a silver one now, and this is the original red Tirtir Mask Fit Red Cushion. I'm in 21 in, that means neutral ivory. She's cool, but ivory. 21 in ivory. It's so simple. You open it up and there's a cushion inside to hold the product because it's such a liquidous form. I've always been a fan of BB creams and now cushion foundation. I feel like cushion foundation came about right after all of the BB cream era did, and cushion foundation is like almost a liquid serum, and that's why they need the cushion inside to hold all the product, because if this was a liquid foundation in like a regular bottle, it wouldn't work. It would be like way too liquidy because it has so many different compounds to it than a regular liquid foundation. And that's what I love about it. I'm pretty sure this is a Korean makeup brand, but it's one of the first Asian makeup brands that really caters to all skin tones. I'm not kidding you. When people were giving back feedback to this Tirtir company about they wish it came in more skin tones, I think they have over 30, close to 40 foundation colors now. And it just lays so beautifully. It looks like skin, but you could build it up. And I know I am like Casper, the friendliest ghost you know, because it's winter, friends. It's the end of the year, a 2024, entering a new era, but I'm still have the skin tone of milk. Also, I'm Japanese if you didn't know, so that's probably why I do. But this stuff, I just love it. You just put a little dab where you need the most coverage and then just dab it with this cushion even more. Sometimes you get a big fat beauty sponge. This one's from Urban Decay and it's so big. It's like putting dim sum, dumpling, on your freaking skin and using it as a sponge. My next favorite has probably always been a favorite, my tried and true trusty Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. I used to get these from Big Lots, and I'm telling you used to because Big Lots and Party City are going out of business, and they're probably all sold out of things by the time this video goes out because people are buying all of the things. They're having closeout sales, and it makes me so sad. Big Lots to me was so great to get like home goods, like pans and pots, and it was like the underrated home good store. I know it's because big corporate reigns supreme. So yeah, I used to get my Age Rewind concealer there for a fraction of the cost. And now I can't, and no longer. I'm also one of those people that miss Blockbuster. Like whatever millennial era that is me. Another thing I have to talk about, Glow Recipe. I doubt you're seeing this, but this is magic in a bottle. This is their Blackberry Retinol Blemish Serum. Now, when you're using retinol in your skincare, you most likely want to use it before bedtime. Let it really sink in before you sleep on it, because if you put on your retinol right before the day, say you have to do some white beauty makeup, you want to go full glam, maybe you have to be in a wedding, retinol mixed with certain kinds of foundations, it just doesn't want to stick or work together. but I do this before bed. I'm literally out. It smells wonderful. It's such a teeny little expensive purple bottle, but when I tell you, if I have bad acne during that time of the month, if I'm suffering from dry patches and skin texture during the cold months, I just do this overnight and it's magic. I don't know what they put in the serum, but it's amazing and it's highly expensive. Speaking of dry patches during the cold winter months, my cuticles get so dry and nasty, especially during the cold months, and me washing dishes, washing my hands a lot, washing makeup brushes. Like when I wash makeup brushes, there's like, I'm not kidding you, always between 100 and 250 makeup brushes. And the only thing that's been helping, this is what I use to sleep as well in, and this is the Encompass Farming Oil. This is a multi-use oil. You could get this on Amazon, but it is a family-owned small business. There is way and options to shop small businesses on Amazon now, which is cool. This is a moisturizer. It could be a makeup remover. It could be a massage oil. Good for scars, burns, stretch marks. It just rashes, sunburns, like everything. And I absolutely love it. I wish they had a pump with this packaging. I think they do on the bigger ones. I just got the smallest one to try and it's lasted me a while. It's about halfway done. Consistency for me is key because I'm not very good at it, but when I do remember to do these steps, it like does wonders. Speaking of wonders, I told y'all I was gonna show you how I get my lips to even look more big, luscious, juicy, voluptuous is with this. This is the viral Wonder Skin lip stain I've seen all over TikTok. My friends have been telling me great things about it. They come in different colors, but this one is in the color Crush. And what this is a lip mask. And I like to trick Corey. I didn't tell him what this was, and I'd say, okay, I'm getting ready for us to go on a date. And I would just show up with this blue lip. And he would be trying to be nice, but like so shocked and confused. Like he'd be like, oh, are you gonna wear that lipstick color while we go out? And I would be like, yes I am. And then later I'll like, when this sets for a couple minutes, you wipe it off and there's a beautiful stain. So if you have thin lips, not a great cupid's bow, or you wanna hide your cupid's bow, if you just wanna change your lip shape, this is the product. I am the type of person to really highlight my cupid's bow and make my upper lip more voluminous because my bottom lip is so much larger. And depending on how stained you want your lips, you could do a lighter layer or really pack it on. And today I'm gonna really pack it on. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, I would die, and I'm gonna need all that. And I know everybody has been raving and ranting this year about the viral Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tints. These look like edible ring pop or push pop jello type lovely little things, but for me personally, with my textured skin, these move my foundation and everything. They show my texture more, and they just don't do what I wanted to do. So what I found instead of that is one of my favorite, absolute cutest kawaii looking cheek and lip stain duo that's just as multi-purpose as that, but they don't make my makeup slide. They're more pigmented. They're easier to layer with, are the Kaja Dew Bars. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. I love their little logo with the heart. This is one of my two favorite colors, Fig Smoothie, and this one is Berry Sparkler. I love me a cool tone blush for looks like this. They do have like more peachy, apricot, warmer tones that I would do more for like an everyday thing. But this is just so easy. It's great for kits because you can just get a spatula and take a little chunk off because it is one of those ones that's like a deodorant stick. But a little goes a long way. It's so much easier to work for me personally than that Milk Makeup oh so fabulous, probably works for a lot more people than it does for me, stain. I'm doing a cool tone tint of color on my cheeks because we are going for a baby goth, semi-night sky, vampiric kind of makeup look today. I was inspired by Breathe Ret, I think that's her name, 2024. This gorgeous goddess of a person, that makeup is definitely inspiring this look today. And like I said, this lip stain, you can see it cracking. All you need to do is get a wet cloth, makeup or baby wipe, and it does a great job transforming the shape of your lips to whatever you want them to be, and it stains it to the perfect color. It looks like I just drank a bunch of like fruit punch on a summer's day. Are you seeing this? Now, if you have dry lips like I do, you could see some of that, but you could definitely layer this with chapstick, lip gloss, another lip tint, lipstick, matte, whatever. My absolute favorite lip gloss though of this year has been the Kiss Jelly Gloss by Too Faced. This one's my favorite one. This is called Grape Soda. It has this like natural berry, like kind of like this tinted, but it has sparkles throughout, like grape purple sparkles. My all-time favorite eyeshadow palette this entire year has definitely been Too Faced's Appley in Love. If you don't know me, I'm obsessed with the smell and taste of anything apple. Give me a crisp apple, give me a cinnamon apple during the holidays, give me an apple pie. And this smells like apples. And I love the color story. It's definitely giving like neutrals with pops of green, sparkle, taupes, medium tone browns and burgundies and reds. I absolutely love this. I love Too Faced's eyeshadow palettes because they're sturdy, magnetic, well made with metal. Kind of easy to travel with because you know your eyeshadows aren't gonna shatter on the way on the flight in your trip. And I actually thought I was gonna dive into my favorite eyeshadow palette for this look, but I'm gonna use a lot of these from the Alice in Wonderland palette because it's giving vampiric night sky. I'm using the color AEIOU with a flat brush in the center. Then with another flat brush, I am taking the color Lose Something, and it's not as red tone as the original, but this one's more of a magenta pop of color. It's giving Betsy Johnson. Maybe I will pop some red for like blood tones in here. Oh my gosh, I know how to tie the red in now with like a blood red inner bottom lash line. Another favorite this year that I was obsessed with is this Japanese Skin Aqua 50 plus SPF. Now, what I love about Japanese sunscreen is this is in gel form and it feels more like skincare or a serum when you apply it to your face. It doesn't have a sunscreen smell to it. It has absolutely no white cast to it, and it wears very well under makeup, which is amazing. I do this after my skincare moisturizer in the day, in the mornings, and it's so good. I wish they would come out with one of those sunscreen spritzers so throughout the day I could reapply on top of my makeup. How magical would that be? I know that my nails are painted like 90s goth black glitter, not the best, well done, but that's because I don't think it was press-on nails, but like genetically I have low calcium, not enough dairy products in my diet, so a lot of women in my family have like messed up nail beds that look like they're crinkled. Like if you take foil and crinkle it a little, that's what my nail beds look like. So to make me feel more comfortable, I either paint my nails or I put fake ones on when I'm really feeling my oats and like want to do a makeup look. Olive and June Nails. They have sponsored me in the past. I have done some videos with them that I was paid for, but I am not paid for this video. They have not paid me to talk about this. These have been some of my favorites. I can't wait to find a moment to have these medium length pointed mossy green with red mushrooms look with this. Like, it's Halloween year round here on this channel, autumnal year round, so I will find a way to make this happen. Also, there's these ones that look like pearls. Absolute favorite of 2024. It was sickening. Even people at the offices at Olive and June like, which one of our nail sets is that? Because I love it. I'm like, I do too, girl. It's so great. And y'all, audiobooks in the Libby app. I did not know that you can rent books for free from the library. I did know that, but not audiobooks. And one of my friends told me about the Libby app, and it like changed my whole life, because as someone who was recently diagnosed with ADHD, I always thought that I was not good at reading. I didn't have the patience for it. I'm not a good test taker. It's really hard for me to like let things set and melt in my brain when it comes to physically reading a book, unless the book is like my absolute favorite book in the entire world. Like when I hyperfixate on like a hobby or a thing, I could listen to the books instead of reading them, so I could be doing dishes, painting my nails, washing makeup brushes while listening, and I could better comprehend what's in the book when I listen to someone else read it to me. And I found this out because how many podcasts I blast through and love. Also mentioning, I was on a podcast episode on the podcast Your Average Witch with my dear friend Kim, because a lot of my spiritual beliefs in Shintoism and some of the practices I practice from there that I grew up with could be seen by most Americans, because I live in the US, as like woo-woo spiritual, working with the divine type things that people get wary about. So I decided to go on this podcast Made for Witches, and I will link that down below so you can listen to my interview there. It was so much fun, and I really go deep diving into like my historical background, working with ancestors, listening to ghosts and spirits. Another favorite of mine, I hope I haven't said monthly because this is my whole 2024 favorites, is this what I'm wearing. This is a girly pink with some gold detailing and Western retro Wrangler flannel. I know that's a mouthful, but it's so cute. And I got this thrifting for like $7. And it's so oversized and perfect. And yes, I even went to see Nosferatu in my pink flannel. I wish I had time to do a sickening makeup like this. I was like making friends with people in line to see that movie. I still want the popcorn bucket so bad. So of course, Nosferatu is one of my absolute favorite movies of 2024. If Lily Rose Depp and Bill Skarsgård do not get some sort of award, that man did not look like himself, and he was literally practicing with the opera singer throat singing, like Mongolian throat singing, to warm his lungs up for 20-30 minutes before every important scene of him rolling his R's with Nosferatu. I can't roll my R's like he can. It's magical. Some people might find it boring in parts. To me, it read like a black and white play. Another great movie that I need to tell you all about, Dinner in America, is like what, like my time growing up, the teenage movie that everyone was obsessed with, other than Napoleon Dynamite, but more along the lines of this movie, was Juno. You know, the teenage pregnancy with the awkward boyfriend, and she's like a hipster. I didn't care for that movie as much as everyone else did, but I do love this, and it's around the same lines. There's no like a girl being pregnant, but it talks about the health, mental institutions of living in America and what it's like to be a young person struggling and also wanting to be rebellious and not go with societal norms. The man in this, I keep forgetting his name, is so hot. Spicy. There's a lot of awkward scenes in it, so do not watch this with family. And I did put that red in the waterline. I feel like I look magical. For music, this definitely gives me the vibes of one of my favorite makeup looks from Miss Chapel. Roan was the artist of 2024. You cannot deny it. Her looks are sickening. Her look at the VMAs where she looks like a freaking Keira Knightley warrior princess. Joan of Arc looking at the balls of her looking like Lady Liberty herself. She just like always shows up. WrestleMania looking looks, drag queen inspired hot looks. Like, I remember when she had like barely any followers, a girl coming from a small town in Missouri who tried to make it and failed, went back to her little small hometown and just made big waves for herself. I feel like I would love watching awkward cartoons with her and going thrift shopping. I absolutely love Chappell Roan. She's the famous woman that I hope we do not lose, because I have a feeling she does not like some aspects of fame, which is very, I understand. I'm not famous and just talk to this screen on the internet, and I've had people follow me to my house. Another favorite of 2024 is the action I took to find a new therapist that also seemed to help me cope with not only my concentration levels, but my sleep. Since I've been going through therapy consistently and take small baby steps and try things, it's just made me such a whole person where I am not afraid to stand up for myself anymore. I'm not as anxious and closed off. I'm better at speaking how I actually feel and feel for others. I know there's a stigma around mental health, medications, therapy, but it has taught me so much about myself, other people that deal with similar issues as me. It's really opened my eyes to another level of understanding, empathy, communication, friendship and support and love that is unlike no other. I feel like it made me and Corey's relationship grow to another level. He's taught me so much going through this, and I would not have been able to go through it without him. And I could cry and get teary-eyed. I just love him so much. Everything you see me elevating in my content on here and communicating with you all is all because of him, because I wouldn't be able to do this and face this alone. Another monthly favorite that I've been traveling with is this beautiful makeup case. I think my brother or my mom gifted it to me. It has a light in it that's rechargeable, and it has like 3 or 4 different light settings, 3 different mirrors of different magnifications. You can also take this mirror off and put it on a stand, or you can set it up in here while you have all these compartments for your makeup and everything. And it comes in different color patterns. I just really wanted to feel my Cruella de Vil-ness and get this one. I'm the type of person who will go on a 4-day trip and travel with that much makeup filled to the brim. Also, the Unbrush, if you haven't got your hands on this, this also went viral on TikTok 2 years or 3 years ago. It's so worth it. This is a baby Christmas one, themed one. This one was a special during Christmas at Target by FHI Heat in collaboration with them. This takes out tangles like no other brush. It's so good. Now I'm gonna dip into the Kaja Dewy Bar and Berry Sparkler for the lips. While talking about my favorite foods, I am one of those people, if I find something that I love, I will eat it for a week or 2 straight, and I will keep eating it till I get sick of it, because my brain loves consistency that way. Probably because I own my own makeup business, I work another job. My days are never planned out when you work from home. So my body's like, ooh, this soup tastes good. Let's eat it for 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, this new salad kit that's so cheap, affordable, and easy to make, I'm gonna eat this for a month and a half till I get sick of it. I'm like that with music too. But my current obsession and favorite of 2024 was this Chipotle corn chicken soup by El Paso. They only sell this at Walmart. I love me a creamy chowder soup, and it's gluten-free certified. That's so hard. I miss eating Campbell's chunky soups. I lived on those in college, and now I could get that same feeling. Also, this tomato soup from H-E-B, they have a reduced fat one and a regular one. They taste like pizza. They're so incredibly good. They come in a fancy glass jar. You get so many servings in it because it's a big jar. Speaking of food, I've been trying to get more protein in my diet because I've been forgetting to eat lunch because I would be doing so many things through the day. And I have a baby child dog to take care of who's like at my hip because she's a pandemic puppy. I love her so much. It's my baby Kina girl. She has an Instagram too. I'll link that below. But I just forget to have lunch some days. And when those days happen, I like to grab these quick convenient soups. Even though I know they're not that healthy for me, I still like to add garbanzo beans to them, spinach and other vegetables in them. I'll add mushrooms to them just to make it better, well-rounded. But these protein yogurts, but the flavor is toasted coconut. The texture of this is on point. The flavor of this is on point. It reminds me of a vanilla ice cream with a hint of coconut. Also, Deng and Pesto the penguin. They have to be on my favorites. I can't tell you how much joy these baby animals in these zoos have brought to me and my friends. Like, there was a point where months straight that me and my close besties only talked to each other using Deng and Pesto the penguin memes. If you don't know, Pesto was one of the largest penguins. I think he's an emperor penguin, I could be wrong, that was literally born this big. A massive hunk. Pesto the penguin. Deng is the most adorable, sassiest personality baby hippopotamus. Another favorite was Pickles, homemade. I made Old Bay seasoning pickles, and you could crunch up some bay leaves to put in there, and when you put bay leaves in your pickling, it makes it crunchier. I made my own homemade daikon to make my own homemade banh mi's because I don't have the luxury like people who are allowed to eat gluten to go to like fast food as often. The only fast food I can have is a burger without a bun or some Taco Bell tacos. I think that's pretty much it. And I've been cooking a lot for myself, and it's been really teaching me a lot about food, my relationship with it, what I like. Also, my favorite thing of the year has been my cake pop recipe. Was probably my all-time favorite recipe of the new year that I made. This literally came from the scratch at the top of my head. I featured it in my last big video. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this where it's not just me applying makeup. It's gonna be me doing arts and crafts, painting, drawing, creating beautiful things, and cooking and showing my love through the screen, hopefully, and how many more things I have to offer and can do. I'm gonna put on lashes and I'll be back. I almost forgot to talk about my favorite drinking vessel of 2024. I got this as a Christmas gift. I know it's been a couple of days, less than a week since I've owned it, but I studied. I didn't want a Stanley because they leak and they're expensive. This is pricey too. That's why I asked for it as Christmas Yule gifts. Corey got one and I got one. There's a lock on it, so this is to drink where it matches this knob. If you do it on the other side, it doesn't leak. It just comes apart in 3 parts that you just throw in the dishwasher. It's sensory, loving, approved because I love straws like these. And it's just, this color is giving eyeshadow from Wednesday Addams. I love it so much. And I know you will too. So I'll link it down below. Yes, it's over $40, but it won't break as easily or leak on you. I still get nervous when I do that, but even though I know it's not going to. I absolutely love this look. Definitely check out the creator that inspired me to do this look. Their content is so dark and good. It's like a beautiful dark romance. It's giving night court vibes. Thank y'all so much for getting through this and watching. I hope you enjoyed. What's the good tea? What's the good things to buy and spend our money on? I just want to pass it along like BFFs. Come on now. That's how we learn. It's through friendship, right? I will be back very soon. I have a lot of videos planned for the new year, and I'm so excited to show y'all. Again, the links to everything I mentioned here will be down in the description box. And I don't know if there's like some sort of marketplace with the exact products as well. That's there. That's how long I've been away from YouTube, and I'm so glad to be back. I love y'all. You guys have definitely been my favorite this year, because without you guys checking in on me on my mental health while I was away, just seeing how I'm doing as a human being and friend has meant so much to me. Been loving all the feedback of the recent video. I will definitely link that below as well. And I hope you guys have a prosperous, healthy, wealthy, brand new year. That's what I wish for all of you. Biggest of hugs, and I'll see you again. Bye!